Welcome back to Do It Yourself Log Works. Today I'm going to be working on a Q-stick rack. It's right here. Got all my 2x cut. Now I'm just going to rip it on the table saw right here. I've got all my 2-inch stuff ripped on the table saw. Now I'm just going to cut it to length on the chop saw. Then I'll dry fit it once.
How are you?
Oh, cool. Hey, baby.
Get to come see Grandpa's shop.
I got a surprise visitor. I'm so excited. This is Skylee, my granddaughter. Her dad just brought her by. And Grandma, of course. She's happy to be on YouTube.
No, that's so great.
Well, here's all my 2x stuff for the Q stand rack. That right there is basically the skeleton of it, and then I'll put half log here, and run some half log down there. Okay, so what I got to do now, I'm going to set my table saw up on a 45. I'm going to make a notch there and a notch there, and what it's going to do is it's going to create a little trough for the balls to set in. I'm going to go old school and just do it on the table saw. I'm also going to dado the back side of this so I can put some beadboard in there. I've got my pieces cut out. I got these two that are dadoed. Will go in the top. That will take the tongue and groove, and then I've got these with the troughs in them. The balls will sit in there like that. And I made it wide enough to accommodate 5 balls, so there's 15 balls in a set plus a cue ball, so you got 16 balls. I got a 1-inch dowel that will come off of there that you hang the triangle on. So that's basically a Q-stick rack right there. I've got this ready to go together. I'm going to glue it and pin it. After the glue sets up a little bit, we can put the half log on. I'm going to skip the process. I've got to drill the bottom of the Q-stick rack for where the bottom of the stick goes, and then the top one I drill clear through. This is going to be the bottom of the Q-stick rack. I just recessed enough that the bottom of the Q-stick can fit inside of there, isn't going to slide around. And then I'm going to drill this clear through so the Q-stick will go down, back up through, and rest right there. So that right there is what it looks like when you're out both sides. Good clean look. Okay, I got it all pinned together. Let's see what we got. Go like this, basically. There'll be 3 rows of balls. 5 balls fit on there perfect. Got a cue stick. Goes up through there. Just a side note, wood glue is a water base, so I'm going to clean it up with a wet rag. That will be just less sanding that I have to do. Because wiping it is a lot easier than sanding it. So here's the bead board. Putting it right in the dado pocket, just like that. So I had a little afterthought. I decided I'm going to put a shelf right here. Since this is a custom cue stand holder, and I can put the cue ball right there, and it'll have a little shelf for the chalk. Well, I got real lucky today. I actually had some half log left over from another job. It's going to look pretty cool on this thing. I've got this one's got some character. I'm going to use that for my base. And then this piece right here is kind of cool. It's got a cat face in it. I'm going to use that for my crown. And then I've got this little piece that I'll wrap the sides with. So I lucked out pretty good. I'm going to clean those up, get them pinned on there, and sand this thing up, and it's ready for lacquer. He wants it all natural, so I'll go ahead and trim the half log, see what we got. I'm going to show you how I do my log trim. If you look right here, I did the end first. So I'm going to take the zip saw and show you how I clean that up. So basically, you're just going to run this zipper the radius of that log. So now this log matches that log, and I'll do it on all 4 corners, and it's going to sand up really nice, and you don't see, looking straight on, you won't see that seam. And where it's that short, you'd have to get right next to the wall to even see that, and it's going to blend so good that it'll never be an issue. I'll clean up the other 4 corners, and it's ready to be sanded. And there you have it, all 4 corners, pretty as can be. That glue is probably dry enough. I can sand it, clean up some of this cambium, this brown, and I'm going to try to leave this gray here. That looks, it's a chainsaw mark. It's got a little bit of cat face going on here, but this was cut several years ago, so the chainsaw marks all turned gray, and I'm going to try to leave a little bit of that color. I got the cue stick rack together. I really like it. You can fit all the balls on these 3 shelves. Like I said, I did routed a hole, well, I actually drilled a hole for the cue ball. I was debating whether to hang the triangle right there or right there. Either place I think would be okay. But I kind of like it there better, so it doesn't interfere with getting the cue ball and your chalk. You got a little chalk shelf there, and that'll set flush against the wall with a couple of taxidermy hangers on the. I really like it. Stay tuned for more Do-it-yourself log work.